home of the Pirates. We're at beautiful PNC Park. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Milwaukee Brewers going up against the Pittsburgh Pirates. John Shambi and Chris Singleton with you. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars in the sport. Shepard leads the team in OPS, so he's the guy that looks to slug and basically make things happen for them offensively.
Just a machine in terms of production at the plate. He'll take his walks. He'll barrel up the baseball. He'll hit the ball in the gaps. He'll hit the ball over the fence. So talk about a guy going good. That's him right now, and he's a bat that you want to stay away from if you're the pitcher.
Just about set to go, and on the hill in this one, Colin Holderman.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA, and you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out, and not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
And here it comes. Garrett Mitchell leading things off and takes a strike. Righty to the plate. Out to short. Cruz out to first. 1 out in the top of the first. Let's take a look at the Brewers lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Andrew Monasterio.
Well, he's an important part of this lineup for sure. I mean, there's no doubt about it, Boog. It's somebody that they try to feed off of. He does a lot of things, very well up there at the plate. He's got a presence about him, and, he's a guy that you really kind of like to watch swing the bat.
Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And that's ball 1. Frelick measures 5 feet 10 inches, 180 pounds. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. In the air right field. McCutchen has it sized up. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting third, the shortstop, Willie.
2 outs, base is empty. Willie Adames stands in. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. There's a swing and a drive. That one back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and on the hill the big righty Jake Junis.
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. It's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
Brian Reynolds in the box now. No balls and a strike. This one popped up. Monasterio moving under it. And there's one away.
Batting second.
There's a Pirates lineup now. It features a great veteran presence, Andrew McCutchen.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
And that one pulled foul. The 0-1. On the ground, out to short. Tosses to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
Up next for the Pirates, Connor Joe. Good power, not great in the OBP department. And that's too high.
The guy at the plate could recognize slider out of the hand. Didn't stay in the tunnel very long in terms of depth and perception. He knew right away it was an off-speed pitch.
And that one in the air, center field. Mitchell makes the play, and that's the 3rd out. We played an inning, no score. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. And here comes the power hitting catcher, Gary Sanchez. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out.
Right through there for a strike. When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
And a base hit right there. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
That is good. The first baseman.
And it's Rhys Hoskins up to the dish. Swinging a foul straight back.
When you have a catcher that can throw like that, a pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact and have a better opportunity of getting that hitter out with a swing and miss.
That's in there, and the count is 0-2. Righty delivers, and down on strikes, and now 1 away.
He had a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday, another one right there. They've clearly got a great plan for how to deal with this guy right now.
So digging in, Owen Miller. Out towards right center field. Sawinski pulls it in on the run.
Fell off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Next for Milwaukee, Andrew Monasterio. 2 hits and 4 at bats during yesterday's ball game. Right through there for a strike. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Sawinski flashes the leather on the running catch. Brewers strand 1. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Bottom of the 2nd, and now it's Andrew McCutchen.
The right fielder, Andrew.
The right-hander back to work. Strike 1.
Now there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
Liner, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Little chopper rolls foul.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
That clips the zone, and that is strike 2.
Let's see if he's willing to use the whole field right here. Definitely pounding him away.
The pitch. And that one hammered. That's back there. Say goodbye to that one. That was blasted to the moon. Third home run of the season, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 2-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Well, I'm not really sure how he kept that fair. When you're out in front on a breaking ball like that, such a good chance that it's going to hook foul, but not this time. He kept the hands moving forward just long enough to sneak it inside that foul pole.
Tap back up the middle. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but the throw to first gets him easily, and that's the first out.
The catcher,
Henry Davis getting ready to hit. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
2 runs across in the inning here in the second game of the series. That one's upstairs, ball 1. And 1-1. Gary Simmons has the plate duty in this one.
Well, with Simmons, it's not always your standard strike zone, Boog. It kind of gives a little extra in some parts of the zone and then can be tighter in others. But I think the important thing is he doesn't get labeled as inconsistent, so you got to stay ready up there.
Jump throw. No play. That's an infield single. Yeah, one of those umpires, you just have to know what to expect, right?
Exactly.
Shepard, the next Pirate to hit. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Right through there for a strike. Yo, 1. And a base hit into right. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with 1 gone.
The pitcher,
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Holderman.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
In the air, right side. Frelick has a beat on it. And there are 2 outs.
the left fielder, number 10.
Brian Reynolds here. He popped out his first time.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
That one is absolutely belted. That skips over the fence, so it's an automatic double. A run comes in the play. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
Here's O'Neal Cruz. He was late there. Strike one.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
That one fouled off. Two on, 2 outs. Base hit, left center field. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's 5-0.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Fastball off the plate a little bit, but a really nice job of going with it. Punched it to the opposite field for that knock.
So 2 down. Connor Joe, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. That's a base hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The right fielder, Andrew.
So the Brewers bring out a new pitcher from the pen, Wade Miley.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
First and second, 2 down. Here's Andrew McCutchen to hit. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. First offering, and it just misses.
Counts 1-0.
Offense exploding for 5 so far in the inning. Bottom half of inning number 2. And that's through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Bounced up the middle. Adames gathers and throws to first. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. All in all, 10 come to the plate. They bat around at 5 score. We head on now to the top of the 3rd. It's the Pirates 5 and the Brewers nothing. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the left fielder, Joey Wiemer. Holderman back to work. Swings through that one for strike 1.
This is a very important inning here. After scoring all those runs, you want your pitcher to come out and just mow them down. The offense has worked hard. It's shut down inning time.
0-2.
0-2 now. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
And now Wade Miley. And first offering is fouled off. And the righty deals. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Out to center. Sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
The center fielder, number 5, Garrett Mitchell.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order. Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Garrett Mitchell. Grounded out to short in his first trip. Breaking ball inside. And it's 1-0. And that's in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. That's off the mark, and it's 2-1. Popped up. Joe has a beat on it. And that'll do it. Brewers go down quietly, It's 5-0. As we go to the last of the third, here's the center fielder, Jack Sawinski. The line to kick the pitch. And there's a ball.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook.
Over to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third. Here's Rowdy Tellez. Grounded out his first time.
I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
One out, base is empty. Hit hard on the ground is short. Adames the throw to first. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
The catcher, Henry Davis.
Two outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Henry Davis reached on an infield single his first time. That one's upstairs, ball one. And that is ball one. Up the middle, a dive, he's got it. Throws from his knees. Nicely done for the out.
This guy's anticipation is off the charts. Don't see many shortstops better than that. Great job to complete the play and end the inning.
And we're back. And now the right fielder, Sal Fraley.
Right fielder, number 10, Sal Fraley.
And a pitch. And misses inside. And it's fouled away. And that one hit to first. Tellez takes it himself, and one gone in the fourth as they get the leadoff man.
Willie Adames.
Up now for Milwaukee, Willie Adames. Flied to right his first time. Ripped to third and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
And Gary Sanchez at the plate. And he swings and misses at the initial offering. Sanchez, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And that's in the dirt. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And down on strikes he goes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Nobody left for Milwaukee. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. bottom of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Shepard.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Hauls it in on the warning track.
Up next to the Pirates, no pitcher, Colin.
And here is Colin Holderman. He's 0 for 1. Now a high fly ball out to left center. On the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there are 2 down.
Ryan Reynolds.
So the batting order turns over. Ryan Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. 1 for 2. First pitch misses. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one lifted in the air, left field. Weimer brings it in for the 3rd out. Back here in Pittsburgh, and now the first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Number 12, Rhys Hoskins.
Holderman back to work. And a curve drops in for a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Owen Miller up now for the Brewers. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1's the count.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball. Right-hander kicks, deals. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The punch out there, 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
The third baseman.
Now the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. On the ground, right side. Shepard gets it to first, and Milwaukee is set down in order. Back here at PNC Park, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, O'Neal Cruz. And the pitch. That's through there for a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Trevor McGill preparing to come on if needed. The wind to the pitch. Rip towards third. Throw is low, and he can't pick it.
Well, Boog, it can be tough to get a good grip on the baseball when it's cold outside, and that's definitely the case right now here in the ballpark. Could have been something else, but I definitely know that feeling when your fingertips are numb and you really can't feel the baseball.
Man at first, next to hit, Connor Joe. There's a strike. Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now at the plate, Andrew McCutchen. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And they're happy to play station to station right here. Bases loaded. Nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Jack Sawinski now at the plate. He's already homered in this game. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Cruz at third. Joe on second. McCutchen at first with no outs. Swung on, popped up left side. Got it. Great leaping catch.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but a competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at bat.
Rowdy Tellez, the next Pirate to hit. And a foul ball. Here comes the 0-1. Fought off foul. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
That's ripped, and this one could be extra bases. 1 run is in. 2 runs are in.
Gets the job done as he brings home a pair. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
So 1 out with 2 aboard. Henry Davis, the next Pirate to hit. Double play ball to second. There's 1. Out. On to Hoskins. Double play. So 2 runs in the inning, 3 hits, an error, and 1 left on. 5 innings complete. It's the Pirates 7 and the Brewers nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the left fielder, Joey Wiemer.
Clearly down in this ball.
Ryan Barucki gets the ball now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
The wind and the pitch. There's a swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Next offering in there for a strike. And it's 0-2. Swung on, belted. Way back there. And that ball is out of here. His first homer of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Such an incredible swing right there on that breaking ball away. Did an incredible job of keeping the hands back, letting it travel. And boy, he just hammered that. Recognized the break. And man, this guy kept his front foot down. Weight didn't transfer until the exact time. An excellent backspin to carry it over the fence.
A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The Pirates up big in this one, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's got a pinch hit double.
Just a total nightmare for lefties. I'd be very surprised to see that matchup again. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Garrett Mitchell up now for the Brewers. Bounce to the left side. Oh, the throw is over his head. And he'll pull into second safely. Around third. He'll score easily. It's 7-2. So a man aboard. Now it's the right fielder, Sal Fralin. And that's a little high.
Counts 1-0.
And another ball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Swing and a miss. Now 2-1.
2-1.
Slider misses outside.
He's getting a little frustrated out there on the mound, getting hit around a little bit. Let's see if he can settle himself down.
Mitchell at second with nobody out. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
You tie a guy up like that, you're feeling like you are in command.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And it goes just foul. Three-two on the way. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and that'll fall for a base hit. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But
on the ground to third. Throw home, not in time. The run scores. It's 7-3. Gary Sanchez. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Right through there for a strike. In today's game, you look at exit velocity as a measure of process, and if guys are hitting the ball hard, eventually the results usually follow. Gary Sanchez, he is a guy that hits the ball hard. No outs, runners at first and second. Swing and a miss, struck him out. One away.
Not a very good curveball right there, but sometimes those high breaking balls kind of surprise you as a hitter, and when they stay high, have just a little more velo on them to get by you. And that two-strike count, I thought was a pretty good pitch to hit. I think he got a little too excited and tried to do too much.
Now, Rhys Hoskins. Grounder might be two. Throw to third, not in time. Everyone's safe and the bases are loaded.
Well, I can understand the defense right there trying to cut off that lead runner at third, but a good jump and an excellent finish for the base runner to get in there safely.
Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Johan Oviedo.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
Miller now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at bat?
0-1 down. On the ground, 2 ball. Fired to second, and that's all they'll get.
First baseman, Andrew Monasterio.
Here's the third baseman, Andrew Monasterio. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Davis makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Pirates 7 and the Brewers 4. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Trevor McGill.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
At the plate for Pittsburgh, Shepard. He's a guy who does it all. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
Oh, that's upstairs.
That one is upstairs. Activity in the bullpen for the Brewers. Bryce Wilson appears to be getting loose. Figueroa getting cranked up as well. Right through there for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Man at first. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Johan Oviedo. Had the day off yesterday. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
Swings through that one.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Shepard on at first, nobody out. That one the other way. 1 at second. He's out. On to Hoskins. Double play.
Sometimes double plays get turned so quickly that you don't really get to appreciate all of the finer details and how these guys execute them. Right there, really nice footwork, and a good feed to second was the key to pulling it off.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Weimer racing over to make the catch.
Leading off for Milwaukee.
The pitch. Right through there for a strike. Oviedo in his third season, 26 years old, and he was born in Cuba. And a foul ball. And the 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out.
Up next in Milwaukee. The pitcher.
The Brewers going with a pinch hitter, Christian Yelich. Looking to start something with 1 gone. Gets the call, and that's strike 1. One down, base is empty. Now he breaks his bat. Joe on the run, sends it over to first. Yelich out on the play.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
And now the center fielder, Garrett Mitchell. 1 for 3. There's a strike, 95 of that one. Comes up empty.
0-2 is the count.
The Brewers trailing by 3 here in the top half of inning number 7. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Bounced out to short. Cruz tosses across the first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Brewers go down quietly, and they're on the wrong end of a 7-4 score. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Elvis Peguero.
Elvis Peguero.
And the batter will be the shortstop, O'Neal Cruz.
The shortstop.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Just missed. Swing and a ball hammered left field. That ball's carrying. And that ball is gone. He sends one out the opposite way. Home run number 5 on the season, and they tack one on the board. It's 8-4.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Connor Joe. High fly ball out to left field, on the move, and makes the grab. And there's one down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the right fielder, Andrew
Andrew McCutchen, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Weimer should have this one. Makes the catch. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay closed.
The center fielder.
Up next for the Pirates, Jack Sawinski. And he's already left his mark on this game.
He certainly has, Boog. A 2-run shot in the second inning, and that made an early impact on this game in a big way.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Two down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. Right through there for a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Finds its way through, base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. I know it was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Next to hit, Rowdy Tellez. And there's a foul ball. One run across in the frame so far here in the second game of the series. Left-hand hitter waits. A rope into right, and that's a base hit. Throw in Holt's the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
That's back-to-back singles for him. It's hard to hit a baseball much better than that, and even a lot of professional hitters aren't able to reach an exit velo of 114 miles per hour. I'll tell you what, that's a very impressive swing at the bat.
And the batter now, Henry Davis. And that one is lifted in the air. Frelick has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now an 8-4 score. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. Back here in Pittsburgh, we're at the top of the 8th. Now the number 2 hitter, Sal Frelick. The Brewers in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
First pitch misses. Bounce to the right. He handles it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Willie Adames.
Next for the Brewers, Willie Adames. And that one is in the dirt. Ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Out towards left center. Cruz heads towards it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
2 outs, base is empty. And now here is Gary Sanchez. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on.
That's a ball.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reynolds makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bryce Wilson into the game.
Gets an opportunity to square off against his former team, so I wouldn't be surprised if he came out a little extra jacked up right here.
Here's the second baseman, Shepard. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
The wind of the pitch. Ball 1, no strikes. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. So a pinch hitter in the pitcher spot, Ke'Bryan Hayes.
And he's a right-handed bat, but he handles same-side matchups pretty well, so should give him a good at-bat right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the one-out hit turns the lineup over. So the lineup flips over. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. Slow roller up the middle. 1 at second. And it's a double play to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. It's the Pirates 8 and the Brewers 4. We're back, and on the mound is the closer, David Bednar.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
So digging in, Rhys Hoskins. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. And he deals. Lifted in the air, out to left. Reynolds hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
He's 2 outs away. Owen Miller up now for the Brewers. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Headed towards the corner. McCutchen has it sized up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. So they're down to their final out. Andrew Monasterio will hit next. And that one fouled off. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
4 balls, 2 strikes.
The Brewers down to their final strike. miss, and that is the ball game.
Well, this is exactly what this team needed to do. Take the first couple of games of this series, really take some of the pressure off. But when you're in this position, you have an opportunity to go for the jugular, and you want to do just that. Important to come out in Game 3, win that one, and you'll be looking very closely at a 4-game sweep.
And our final here today, 8-4. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Is our final line score tonight. For the victorious Pirates, 8 runs on 15 hits. 1 error, they left 7 runners on base.